Hey, it's JY here. Before I get back to my video, I just want to give a shout out to all the love and support y'all been bringing me. Make sure y'all follow me on all platforms. Hit the notification bell, hit the like button, and subscribe button. Now back to the video. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Eye2EyewithJy. Today I will be here with a first-time all-conference player in the DVC coming out of high school, a second-team MFSA wide receiver in the 2023 season, and a Central Michigan bounce back, soon-to-be first-team all-GLIAC receiver, someone I look up to as a brother, Keonta Nixon.
Thank you, my brother. That was a long introduction, but I fucks with it.
I appreciate you, bro. Welcome on the pod, bro.
Thank you so much.
How you feeling today, bro?
Feel great, man. Season just ended. It's hard.
Yeah, long season.
I'm lost right now. I don't know.
Yeah. How your body feeling?
Body feels surprisingly decent after that long season.
Yeah.
It felt better than what it did last year for sure. After, that long little stint of not playing, it felt way better this year.
That's good. All right, so we're going to start off with our first segment. We're going to bring up your upbringing. Where you from, Keonta?
From the west side of Chicago.
Yeah.
So I grew up on Pulaski. I went to Webster. Like, my school was right next to my building, so I literally walked a minute to go to my school.
What high school you went to?
This Webster. This is what I'm saying, when I was out west.
Okay, when you out west.
I went out here from till I was up in first grade.
Okay.
So I got to first grade, went to school out here, then we moved to Addison, Illinois.
Okay.
So
that's like a suburb?
Yeah, that's the burbs. That's like, 40 minutes from here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just me, my mom, my two sisters, and I was the oldest.
Yeah,
it was three.
That's how it was.
Kids.
That's how it was That's how it was growing up. Just you and your sisters.
Most of the time, it was just my mom, my sisters, me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we moved to Addison not too long. I was probably 7, I'm guessing.
Right.
And then moved to Addison, and then from Addison, I moved. My senior year of high school, I ended up moving to Hanover Park, Illinois.
Okay. When did you play football? When you started playing football?
My first year playing football was freshman year.
Freshman year of high school?
Yeah.
That was your first time ever playing football? That's crazy.
My first time playing football freshman year.
So what was you doing growing up? You was a hooper?
I'll be thinking I'm playing. I was hooping.
You was a hooper?
I was a hooper, bro.
For sure.
Because mom couldn't pay for football.
Right.
So it was get it how I can, and it was basketball at the school. So when the school offers a sport, I'm trying to play. I'm trying to get into it.
Right.
Do as much as I can. And sadly, my middle school didn't offer football.
Okay.
So out here in the city, they probably did offer football for middle school, but in the burbs, they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to wait till freshman year of high school to start playing. Playing at Glenmardy's high school. So
did you want to play football, or did you you was playing basketball and then football came up? You all right, I'm gonna just try it out.
Football we used to play in the backyard every day.
Right.
It was just it was so natural to me. Basketball natural to me too, but football was it was more of a domination. I could get out here and do what I want. The game came easy. Even as a kid, I was still in the backyard running routes, breaking down, cutting on people, and having the older people oh, that boy, you play football? No, I don't play football. I'm just out here playing when I can.
Exactly.
And by the time I got 14, 15, freshman year, I was ready to play and just took off.
Yeah. So your freshman year of playing football, what high school did you attend?
Glenmardy's High School.
Glenmardy's?
Lombard.
Okay. Yeah. And then when did you start playing in the DVC? What conference is that?
Glenmardy's is in the DVC.
Okay.
And then I'm pretty sure my senior year, it got switched around a little bit.
Yeah. What does the DVC stand for? What is that?
The DuPage Valley Conference.
DuPage Valley Conference.
And I don't think it does still exist, but it's just different. It's a whole different team.
Right. It's realignment.
Yeah. So but my senior year going to Lake Park, we were still in the DVC. I guess it was different parts or something.
Okay.
That's a good question. I'm not too sure, but I was in DVC both years, which is crazy.
Okay. So then, last year of high school, how was it not even coming out of high school, just how was it finding motivation living in Chicago playing football? What was your motivation for real?
Really, I didn't really think, I started to play football until freshman year, so football wasn't really, going into high school, I wasn't okay, I'm going to be a football player, go to college for this.
Right.
That didn't come till junior year when I met this AAU coach, the 7-on-7 coach.
Okay.
And he instilled in me you can really do like he gave me free ride to play for his team, play for the 717.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, like you good, like you just gotta work, like just work hard every day, and like you can get whatever you want to. And he was the one who showed me like my junior year, going into my senior year, high school. He the one who showed me like I can do something for this, and that's when I realized like I really got to lock in, and that's when I started to work harder. My junior year going into my senior year.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what
So your junior year is when you just you expressed that you wanted to continue to play football.
Play football in college. Because I had a situation with one of my high school coaches at Glenbard, and like he was a tough guy. He was a great coach though. Like, and me, I didn't have no father in my life, so I wasn't used to being tested. Like, so he tested me. He told me like I couldn't really pick a sport my sophomore year because like I was in between playing. I was sophomore, definitely playing varsity. Like, and I was in between playing football and basketball. Like one day I came to practice, and like I didn't show no effort in basketball. So it was
because you got on football practice or something.
No, it was just like I don't know what it was. Like it was just one of them days where like I wasn't.
Yeah, it's like one of the days you just don't want to practice.
Yeah, I was just doing like you feel me, BS, and the head coach called me to the office. The varsity coach was like, "You don't know what you want to do for you. You got to pick one." And like out of anger, I was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna play basketball no more. I'll just play football." I feel like they kind of messed myself up by being so, for me, closed-minded, and like he was testing me, and I'm like looking back, I do be mad that I made that decision that I did
because you ultimately stopped playing basketball
to play football. But same time, everything happened for a reason, and football happened, and
that became your light.
It became my light. Like, my mom wasn't gonna pay for school for me.
Right.
We couldn't pay for school. Maybe I'll get some scholarships from academics.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to cover a full ride to Division I school, which is why I want to go play football.
So, talk about your recruitment to how you enter going to college, like your process into making it to that D1 level to get into college for free.
My junior summer, when I met the team, TNT was the team I played for.
Right.
The coach Tom Nelson, and he was the reason I got my first two Division I offers. I got offered from Western Illinois.
Okay.
And I got an offer from Southern Illinois. Like those were my offers. Like those were really the only offers I had all my senior year.
So playing your senior year, you had
just those two,
SIU and WIU.
And that's it.
And your whole season, that's what you played with?
The whole season.
Okay.
It was like the recruit, like all my recruiting that I previously had, like I was getting recruited by Big Ten teams at my old school, but like I had moved schools and it was just like,
okay,
I don't know, like they
just fell off.
And it was like literally a week after the season had ended, a guy named Sharon Moore, he coaches Michigan.
Central Michigan?
No, he coaches at Michigan now.
Oh, he coaches at Michigan now?
Yes.
Okay.
The coach at Michigan, Sharon Moore, but he was recruited. He was a tight end coach and recruited me at Central Michigan.
Okay.
And he the one who called me like a week after the season was over, and he was like, "Yeah, we want you to come on an official visit." And once I heard that, I knew what that meant. And at that point, I had already called Western Illinois and Southern Illinois, and they told me the offers had been pulled because I had, you feel me?
Right. So you checked up on them.
Yeah, they found their guys already. They wasn't, you feel me, honoring my whatever anymore.
Exactly.
So I was sad. Then like to tell you like this all happened in like a week, and then a couple days later, Central Michigan called me, we want to come on official, and I was like, yeah, I know what that means. Official, that means they paying for everything. That means they gonna give me something. They gonna offer something, you know. So I was like, this is the only one I got.
Right.
And when I got there, they gave me the offer on the visit, and I committed right there on the spot.
You committed right after they gave you the offer?
Right on the spot. No chances. Like, seeing everything.
Yeah, seeing everything you needed to see.
Did my research before I got there. I'm like, yeah.
Nothing be missed.
Yeah.
And I ain't finna wait. They gave me opportunity.
Yeah. And it was better than the offers I had previously.
Right.
And I was
just happy. Because you're playing in MAC.
Yeah. I was happy to have an offer. You know?
Right.
So I was just happy. I'm going to take whatever God gave me. You know what it was.
Okay.
And Central Michigan came. I was like, bro, it was so crazy. Because I was really hurt. Because Southern and Western put my offers. I called them. They pulled them.
Right.
Central was like, official visit. I was like, yes. That's what it was.
All right, so we ended off talking about the commitment to Central Michigan. Now we're gonna talk about your journey as a college athlete. So starting off with Central Michigan, talk about like the experiences you had coming out of high school going to Central Michigan.
For us, it started, pretty sure I forget the name of it. We went in for the summer.
Okay.
Like we went in like as soon as school was over with. I had like a month at home, like 3 weeks, I think it was.
So after you graduate, you had like 3 weeks
at home
to prepare for
Yeah,
college.
3 weeks, and then we went to have summer camp.
Okay.
It was like we didn't have to prepare because like that was them
That was them preparing
that was
y'all.
them preparing us.
Okay.
And man, that was crazy. Like it was like boot camp, like military. Like boy, like
Yeah.
wake up in the morning, do this, do that. Like
What time y'all waking up?
pretty sure it was 6 a.m.
Okay.
Like we had to be there at 6 a.m. So you had to wake up. Like it wasn't a far walk from our dorm to the facility.
Okay.
Like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Right.
So waking up at 6, it was really we wake up at 5:45, go over there quick. And we had to do 200-yard sprints, 100-yard sprint. Like for the first 2 weeks, we only did kettlebell workouts, and had people quitting.
Yeah.
People
they trying to see
people had full ride scholarships.
Quitting.
And me, I didn't understand. I was just like, bro, this really fun. Like y'all don't like.
What's to y'all?
Like this kind of way, like you want to be better. Like you want to be. You feel me?
You're trying to push your limits.
If you want to be great,
yeah.
But everybody don't really want to be great. And people was quitting, and I realized like this is really crazy. Like people quit. They won. Like
literally.
And summer happened. It was a lot of like individual. Like we was like really with the freshmen. Like it was like freshmen, and like everybody else had was on their own shit.
Right.
And then like when it came time for the fall camp, that's when like we really started to get cut to the team and stuff. But I wasn't really getting too many reps. I was just in the back chilling.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then when I did get reps, it was like half. What we do, like we do full 7-on-7, but they did half. They did half skelly, which is what they call it.
Okay.
So like half of the field goal, and then the other half of the field goal. Like we'll go 7-on-7, right up in formation. This half a go, and then that half a go.
Okay.
So we did stuff like that, and it was a lot of reps. Like I just remember it being a lot of team reps. Like it was so many team reps, but like it wasn't for me. Obviously, I was a scout.
Okay.
But they was getting so many reps of just man and running everywhere running. The intensity was crazy. Like, bro, the dudes in there was crazy. Like the dude like you think people Bruno? No.
Right.
Them people were rock head, strong, ready to go. Like if they ain't do anything but kickoff, be on kickoff. They were on kickoff, killing people.
Kickoff was like a war zone for real.
People like it was like everybody knew they rolling it. Like it wasn't like anybody was trying to overdo. Like everybody knew the work they put in,
and they had a role.
And everybody played their role. Like nobody really cried too much. Like it was just that season, my first season there, we went 1-11.
Right.
And it was not focusing on the details, which was what left us leaving with a 1-11 record, because we had people who got drafted by the Chiefs and the Buccaneers from that team, but it was as a whole we just couldn't figure it out, and we had one win versus the FCS team.
Right.
So my first year was really like just a blur because it was my redshirt year. I was out partying so much. Like, it was my first. Like I hadn't been in an environment like that. Like
and this is your first time.
Away from home. Like I felt like a grown man. Like nobody telling me when to come home. It was just like the freedom hindered me from focusing on football. If that makes sense. Like it was so many distractions.
When did that start? When did you start knowing to like it was just more of like I'm trying to have fun and not like really focusing like on what you was here to do?
Probably like early, like welcome weekend. It was like they had their guys already, so it was like welcome weekend. They was like the red shirt do this, and this is what everybody else do.
Okay.
So like as freshmen, like we already knew like most of us was from the red shirt, so it was like we was having fun. We going to practice, working out, getting bigger, whatever.
But after practice, that, it's just
we gonna be taking our scout reps, and like it was great scout reps. Don't get me wrong, because I was going against the guy who got drafted in the second round. So it was
literally,
like it all was positive. You feel me? All was good. We just was on scout and not getting any team reps, so I wasn't really as focused on perfecting myself because I was only running scout. I wasn't running our offense. I wasn't really learning our playbook as much as I was learning like Roosevelt playbook now.
Okay.
As much as I'm playing now, like there's a different type of focus for me now and me then. Like then I was just worried about the wrong stuff. getting to whoever it was, the girls, parties.
But do you think that's because of just like the lack of a young player not playing, not getting reps in? So I'm not trying to listen to the details right away.
I feel like it was that. It was like everybody like you was already set to have a certain role.
Okay.
So like red shirts already knew, like as a red shirt already knew we gonna come in the party. Like it was weird, like as somebody coming in, like it was this one. So Central Michigan was a party school.
Okay.
So like the red shirt, like the freshmen weren't really playing. They already had the seniors and the juniors that they was playing.
Yeah.
The older guys that was playing already, they weren't playing so much of the younger guys because
you got develop.
They was D1 program. So like you could come in there jacked up, ready to go, and you was already getting open and killing people. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't. Like I was okay. I was showing shades of okay.
You were showing glimpses.
Yeah, like okay, hold on. This, you feel me? This cat. But I wasn't consistently every play in, play out killing them.
I feel you.
So I wasn't focused on. I really wasn't focused on that. That's why I'm saying like it hindered me. There was too many distractions and too much going on, and I didn't balance it correctly. Football was not my priority when it really should have been my priority the whole time.
Got you. So what were some learning experiences you had as a football player in the D1 program? Or just talk about like the difference between a D1 program and I would say here.
I learned the urgency is different. Like their intensity and urgency, like that's really all it is. Like it's a lot of intent in what they do, and they doing it fast, urgently. You know,
right?
So, and they perform at a high level. Like they doing it. It was like my first glimpse of watching people who really like. Okay, these people put in work. Like these people put in work every day. Like they run this, he get open on this play every time. Like the people ahead of me, like they were doing it. Like I'm watching them, like, hey, bro, he always run that bang. Like Lindo make fun of me now, but
that's how
dude ahead of me
at
Central Michigan, he was running that bang.
Literally,
like they running they routes to perfection, 3, 1, 2, 3, getting the dude hands off, being physical, but still like being in his route smooth. I didn't really. It was like I didn't. I was trying to do that. I was trying to put it all together, but I was.
The game didn't slow down for you quick enough.
Yeah,
or now the game didn't slow down for you at that time. That's how I felt a little bit.
It was just like I was overly thinking about the wrong things because I was trying to do things I probably hadn't worked on. You know, like do stuff in like I'm trying to come out here and do this like consistently, but I'm only doing it when I'm at practice. I wasn't out there putting in extra work.
Okay.
I seen them guys putting in extra work every day. Because we had an indoor in Central Michigan. Them guys were in the indoor every day.
Literally.
And like that's why I think they putting in work. They urgent and they got their intensity and their intent is crazy. Like everybody believes like they finna go to the league. Not just one person believe like, okay, I got a chance. Like no, everybody's been there like, I'm going somewhere. Somebody's gonna take me.
Literally.
Even if they don't kick off, they going down and try to kill somebody. Like, I'm gonna go to the league, be on special teams. It was like they wanted it. Like it don't matter what it was, they took it. Like there weren't no crumbs left. Like
everybody wanted some. Everybody wanted just like one or two people. It's everybody wants some, and you better get some before you left.
Like, and that's what it showed me. Like, if I gotta be a dog, I gotta go. You feel me?
Right.
I need to put in this work. I need to put in the work so it shows right here. Like I need to be consistent. Like it showed me consistency. Like it showed me like all those things: consistency, intensity, urgency.
Right.
Just like that want to be great. Like it showed me like, man.
Once you actually seen it, it's like, all right, now I've seen it. I want some of that.
Yeah, transfers from Power 5, transfers from here, there. It don't matter. Like it don't matter where you was from. Everybody wanted it.
Yeah.
Like, man, it was crazy.
Okay, so talk about, you said you was at Central Michigan for 2 years?
2.5.
2.5.
Wait, my redshirt year, then redshirt freshman year, 2.5, because it was COVID. They gave us the option to opt out the 2020 year.
Okay.
So I was still.
So what time did you enter Central Michigan? What year was that?
I went there. My first semester there was the summer of 2018.
So 2018 summer, and then your last year was when? At Central Michigan.
2020 winter.
2020 winter. Okay, and that's COVID pretty much.
Yeah.
And did you opt out or did
Opt out.
So you opt out and then you just wanted to play somewhere else?
I ended up opting out because they was like, you had the option this year because COVID, the sickness going around and pandemic and all this other stuff.
Okay.
So I was like, can I get a year back? My head was thinking I'll get a year back. And I was already like mad from the year before because they had me out there doing a lot of decoy, okay, I'm on the field, but I'm blocking.
Right. You wasn't really getting the production and catching the ball.
I'm running the route, but the quarterback not looking his way because we don't practice that. Like you know what I mean?
I feel you.
It wasn't like I was in the game plan, and I didn't like that. And it was the same guys coming back the next year. So it was like, in my head, I didn't really talk to anybody. I just made a quick decision, and I was a young man and made a quick decision.
How old were you when you made that decision?
20,
20,
21.
21.
I just turned 21.
And you was like, these are the challenges I'm going to face, but I don't want to just
I was like, I want to go Power 5.
Right.
I want to go Power 5. I want to leave. They're not giving me. And this is after like a great spring year, great fall camp, great summer.
Right.
Like it's been consistent. Like it was like, okay, they can't mess with me. They can't mess with me. I was 87. It was like they not messing with me. Like nobody out here, even the best corners saying, even the corners, the coach could like saying like, yeah, but the politics was crazy.
Right.
Like they had their guys, they wanted their guys, and they liked them, and they ran with them. So I didn't feel like I was gonna fit in there. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave and go to junior college. And I know for sure out of junior college, give me a Power 5 offer. So the 2021 was my first semester at Trinity Valley Community College.
After you opted out, you were like, I'm gonna just go to a JUCO. Mm-hmm. What made you go to, what is it? Trinity Valley?
Well, Trinity Valley they were, top 10, I'm pretty sure. And then the guy, he played for Midwest Boom. But, like, we still, like, we always worked out with each other.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, bro, you got to come to Montini. I'm like, yeah, that big day, Montini sitting out Big Ten kid. Like, you want to go Big Ten, you can Montini. I'm like, yeah, I'm going Montini. And the quarterback, Matt Morrissey, he's playing now at Eastern Kentucky.
Okay.
They just got ranked this week.
Right.
And boy, now I'm telling you, like, he liked that. Like, he's
the quarterback?
The quarterback.
Okay.
And he was already there, I'm pretty sure, for that. Because COVID was weird. We ended up playing that spring semester.
Okay.
So like 2021, I went there and
Trinity Valley team?
Yeah.
Okay.
We played having games in February, March we had a game, I think.
So when did you enter that camp? Like, when did you walk on that campus?
January.
Walked on that campus January.
I had an official visit over break.
Okay.
And then after the visit, so the first time I walked on. After the visit, and then went there January.
And then you had a game in
pretty sure into February, I think.
Damn.
It was weird because it was COVID.
Right.
So we played that spring. So my thinking, I'm gonna go play JUCO for this spring. Get offered.
Right.
Leave.
Oh, bro.
Be there for one. Like I'm already 21. I'm finna.
Exactly.
I don't need much. I just need
some
connections.
Film.
Like like
some
game films. Like put them in the game. Let them. You feel me?
Yeah, literally.
And that was my thinking. And I went there and I had a great connection with him. And I knew he's gonna keep me working hard. I knew he's gonna drive me every day. He's gonna be my roommate.
Right.
So yeah, that's the reason why. That's the sole reason why.
So when you went down there and you had your first game, like how did that season go?
I ended up getting, I don't know exactly when the fracture happened, but I had a stretch fracture like 2 weeks before the season started.
Okay.
And I thought it was just like a little ankle. I broke my ankle or something, and I ended up playing 2 games that season. But I was hurt for those 2 games. Like I was literally like I was limping. It was bad. Like I was out there catching the ball. I had my first collegiate touchdown the first game we played in, but I was hurt. And I didn't practice much. And it got to a point where like the coach was kind of overly pushing me to play because I came from a Division I school, so it was like, yeah, I had to come and show like I'm really
right.
Like,
you want to show the product, show who you are.
So they pushed me, and I probably messed up my foot more because I played those 2 games, and kind of find out I had a stretch fracture on my foot.
When did you find out? Like, then when did you get diagnosed and like got checked up for it?
Well, maybe like the 4th, 5th week of the season, maybe. But I remember just for the last 4 weeks of the season. I know I had a boot on.
Mm.
I had a boot, and then after the boot, I had to get casted up.
Right.
Now I got casted up. I got casted up before I left to go home, and I ended up driving home with a cast on my right foot. 14 hours.
14 hours with a
14
cast on your
hours.
right foot. That's your foot you drive with. So you driving 14
I
hours
was
with
ready
a
to go
cast.
home, bro. I was ready to go home.
So after that season ended, you just said you just left.
I left, and then
And you was in
it was
Texas.
I was in Texas.
So you came from Central Michigan, and you're home in Chicago, and then you went all the way to Texas for a season, like
a semester. In the spring. It was crazy. COVID.
Wow.
And the reason I didn't go back was because they told me they couldn't cover my FAFSA. Financial aid was going to be able to cover me, like cover my they weren't going to be able to pay for me.
Okay.
Because I had too many credits from Central Michigan.
Too many? So,
for a junior college.
Okay, right.
Because I spent 2.5 semesters. Well, that's what I'm saying, 2.5 years. That's why I call it. That's why I say 2.5 years, because I was really there for 5 semesters, not including the summers.
Okay.
I was there. I was at Central Michigan for 5 semesters, so I had accumulated all these credits. And during college, they was like, "Yeah, we can't cover you anymore." I was like, why couldn't you already tell me this?
Why is this something like that? Why is this new to me?
Yeah, why is this?
How come I'm just not figuring out about this?
And that really showed. Like I let my anger get the best of me. I was just like, man, I'm just gonna be done.
So you left again?
I left the game.
So then now you're at home.
At home, I was out.
So now this is
healed.
What time is this? This is 2020. What?
2021.
2021. You're at home now, and that's your last time in college.
Yep.
2020
Valley. 2021 spring.
All right, so you talked about 2021 was your last time in college at Trinity Valley in Texas, and now you're at home right now. So what's the plan? What you thinking about right now in 2021?
It was a lot of regrets. I had a lot on my mind, and it was weighing heavy on me that I wasn't playing football anymore because of some loopholes that the NCAA had.
Okay.
And the fact that I couldn't pay for my schooling, and it was just, man, there was no, I really just reverted back to being a him.
So now it's just like you're just like a regular person.
I was working Instacart, doing this, then I started doing security for a little bit.
And this is at home at your crib? Where's that at?
This was when I was in Animal Park, still this Animal Park. And I was just working out. I worked out at Vasa, Export, wherever I was going.
Hoop, and your foot's back good?
My foot was back, back good. And but really, I didn't really notice it, because I didn't go to court for a while. I didn't hit the court for 3 months after the season ended.
Okay.
I had cast off 2 months, and then even after that 2 months, it was another month and a half before I even did anything on my foot. And I was just hooping in security. I did a little factory job.
Okay.
Working. 9 to 5. Overtime. Get overtime.
So this everyday life.
Everyday life. Get overtime. 85 hours. I get 85 hours a week.
Ooh. 85?
I was trying to smack them.
Yeah.
Well, not a week, but in the 2 week.
I'm already knowing. 85 is still a lot of hours, bro.
I was trying to smack them.
Trying to get some bread. So you just stacking on bread, just living life now?
Stacking bread. I was stacking bread. And then I had a little speed bump. I had a girlfriend. And a lot of my savings was gone.
Right.
And that was the year I met her. She was in school, and it was just weird because around that time, unfortunately my grandma had ended up passing.
Okay.
I ended up seeing my dad for the first time in a long time, and he was like, "You look good, boy." And this is 2023.
So now so you've been working out of college 2021, 2023. You just working, living like a regular civilian, working. You got a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom. So you deal with your grandma passing, and then you just met your dad. Again, you re-meet your dad, you kill the relationship, and now it's 2023.
Yeah, and he was telling me you look good, you play football. I'm like, it's been 2 years.
Right.
Yeah. I just tell myself if it's meant to be, it'll be. But after 2 years, it kind of like the light go dimmer and dimmer every day.
So like, did you like when you was working? You was just like, did you want to talk to coaches? Did you just, like, was you trying to get back into playing football?
Yeah, I was trying to. I was having a conversation with coaches. I went on an official visit to Morehouse College, but it was one thing that stood in my way, which was not having an associate degree.
Okay.
And because I went to junior college, no matter how long, I need to have left with an associate degree in order to like Division I. And that's the reason why I haven't gone like D1. And
because you can't,
because my clock is now done. Yeah.
Right.
The associate's degree was the only reason why. I had University of Northern Illinois hit me up, and that's where the guy I went to JUCO with, Matt Morrissey, he ended up going there for a year. He tried to get me in there, and then they was like, yeah, you need your A. No matter where I talked to, Morehouse told me the same thing. After I went on an official visit to Morehouse, Atlanta, had fun, lit. We got back home and was like, yeah, you're going to need your A. Like, it was just like, man.
And you couldn't like take no classes to get it?
I could, but
you had to pay for it.
And at that time, I was like,
I'm saving.
What am I doing? Yeah, I'm like,
do I want to be a regular student? A regular student without football, it's not the same.
Yeah. So I didn't really have no motivation to go back to school until my dad was like, he sparked it in my mind. Like, yeah, I can't go play football again. And it was just ironic because like a couple months later, Ricardo, you know Rico?
Yeah.
He ended up, I don't know how, he went to junior college. I met him at Central Michigan.
So you and Ricardo met at Central Michigan.
Mm-hmm. He was a walk-on there.
So y'all walked on, y'all like, when you say y'all had like a little freshman group, like that was your homie?
No, I'm saying he walked on.
He walked on, but you remember how you said like, when y'all first came in the summer?
He's 2 years younger than me.
Okay.
So he came in like that summer because like they come in early.
Right.
So like I had felt like I've known him for a minute because I had met him that summer. But he was like 2 years younger than me. But yeah, he was cool. Like he was like a funny dude, funny dude to be around. And you feel me? I don't try to be an asshole. So him just knowing me and knowing that I lived in Chicago, like we talked a little bit outside of Michigan, like after, but him just knowing me that I lived in Chicago, like he called me one day. He was like, "Do you want to play football still?"
So he called you. What time? What time did he call you after you had to talk with your dad?
Like a month, maybe a month and a half.
That's crazy how God works, bro.
I'm telling you, like it was so crazy. Like it was just like, bro, what you mean? Like, yeah, we played. Like, cause like one of my best friends is one of his best friends.
Mm-hmm.
So like we started.
So like you like this is like reliable source.
Yeah, like he was like, "Nigga, you want to play?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, where at? Roosevelt. I'm like, "What's that?" I ain't never heard of Roosevelt. Like, I have never I heard about the board before, but I've never heard of Roosevelt.
Right.
So it was like, yeah, send me the info. I come do something. Yeah, like, and then I don't care. I didn't care what it was. Like, I'm like, because you realize like I hadn't done nothing in 2 years.
2 years, bro.
Just hooping, and like I started streaming a little bit on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
I was streaming Fortnite. Dang, I was streaming Fortnite. So you have my girlfriend watching me play Fortnite.
Okay.
Like,
so you working every day.
Man, it was streaming basketball. I did the men's league.
Oh, bro.
I was hooping against the old white people, killing them. I'm like, man, it's so easy, bro.
Bro, you need some challenge.
And it was just like, after that winter league, it was crazy. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna do something again. So I had to wait till like the next winter though. But then middle of that year was when he had come. Like, whoa.
So what time did he call you? Like, what month was that?
Huh?
What month was that he called you, man?
Was it like July? Because I know I had to fill out a bunch of paperwork before I got here. You feel me? It took like a bunch of, like, you feel me? But I was doing it so quick, and Coach Willie was so happy that he's like, "Thank you for doing it so fast." I'm telling you, I was not messing around. I was playing no games.
So you got that call, you like, all right, this is my chance.
Yes.
Don't matter. I don't care what it is.
I didn't care. I didn't care.
Oh, bro.
I didn't care, bro. I was like, this is another opportunity to play football again. I'm like, I'm gonna run with it.
Thank you for Rico, man. So he called you, you got the information playing football, and now you're at Roosevelt. You're at Roosevelt University. What was your mindset going into like fall camp? Like before we like the mindset like when you're about to enter fall camp. Like you don't know, like you said, you don't know what this is, you don't know what you're expecting either.
I was cocky. I ain't gonna lie, but that's like, you know, we kind of know I am. I was less cocky, but more confident. And like I was telling Rico,
that's one thing I respect about you. One thing I respect about you is like it's not cocky. It's like arrogance, but it's just like that's just who I am. Like I expect me to be a player, and like you said this one day. It was one day we was talking, and he was like, "Oh, this guy can make this play. I want to be like this guy." He's like, "Nah, I want to be like Keonta Nixon. Like I want to be like me. Like I can only be me. That's the only person I can be." And like I respect you for that because like one thing I always knew is like you gonna always put yourself over anybody, bro. Like the first day we met, you talking to sir, me and you had this conversation. You like, you're not even playing.
Man, playing.
You like we watching Travis Hunter on the TV. You like, yeah, I'm better than him. We like, this guy is not playing. I don't know this. I don't know this guy look at playing, but like he said he better than Travis Hunter. Like it's just
man,
the type of pride that you always have.
I don't know. I'm telling you, it was because like when I touched that football field, it was like a different vibe. Like okay, on the basketball court, I'm good, but that football field, I feel like I was born to be on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. Like, it's like I was born to like do something like whether it's coach, act like I'm going to be a part of football. I know for the rest of my life. Whether it's coaching, playing, I'm going to be around football.
It's like once you got that, like once that coach told you that information when you was in the junior, that just like sparked your nerve.
Like, I can really do whatever I want. Like, like I can do this. Like, and I was telling Rico, I want to average like 25 yards catch. Right. And he's like, oh yeah, like I mean, like what can you say to that? Like
literally, because coming in from the D1 2 years, all be like, I'm finna get my feet wet, and once I get my feet wet, it's over with.
And I was telling our boy Carson, but at first like Carson didn't know, like Carson knew me like that. I was telling him like, yeah, I'm trying to average 20. Cause me and Carson kind of started playing around the same time. Cause I missed the first game, and the second game. By that time, he was really playing by that game.
Because like it was. When you came in, it was more of like, all right, I was entering my second year, and I was like entering this space of like this, like I'm finna try to be him. Like I'm trying to be this good tight end. I'm trying to like show out. I'm trying to be a player. Yeah. And I see receivers coming in. I know we had a big body X last year, and like we had to replace him. I seen you. They try to force that one guy, Josh, to be the number one, and then like you was just like. You came in, it was like you was kind of rusty.
Man, real rusty, damn.
I'm like, dang, he dropping passes? Like, what's twofold? And then one day it was like a walkthrough. And me coming in, like I came in and played as a freshman, so like I kind of knew that I had to step on to like a leadership role. And when I see new guys, I wanted to like. I'm always like trying to chat up with new guys, trying to feel out their vibe and trying to see like what type of person they is as a person, not a player. Trying to figure out you as a person. So I talked to you, asked you about your story. You told me. I'm like, okay. Like you told me the real story. You told me, I came from Central Michigan. Then I went to this school, blase. I'm like, okay, bet. Like you looking for a home, looking for somewhere to
something to do something.
Exactly. So then once I seen you going about your day, going about like your like playing football, and then you got hurt. I think like a hamstring injury or something like that. Hamstring injury, so you can't play the first game. And then you getting back to playing, I think you played the second game, start making some catches. I'm like, I'm side-eyeing sir. I'm right here. I got injured such a second, so I'm not playing. So I'm like, hey, sir. I'm like, I don't know about you, but this guy kind of nice. And then I watched the Indiana Wesleyan game. And I'm like, I say, bro, I'm not gonna lie, sir. He's like that. I don't know about the argument y'all had, but like he's like that. Like he got some like he's cut differently, and I feel like me and you cut from the same club, but like just based off how you like attack the game, I'm like like this is a real football player that we see, and like and I see like you was just learning how to like play football again for real.
Like my legs was weak, my body was weak. My mind was weak.
And it's just like repetition that you didn't have all for 2 years.
Like the reps matter. Like we had a conversation earlier with all the guys, like the reps add up.
Literally.
Like that's what the point I'm at in my life. Like I'm 25. Like at this point, if I'm not doing what I'm doing, there's something wrong. Like I done had so many reps of this football, like
I didn't see everything.
Man, I done seen so many
there's so many coverages you can run. Like it's still football.
It's still football. And after my feet was done getting wet, they was getting stronger. And then I feel like the game that turned the tides was that Alabama Nazareth game, and that my first 100-yard game. I think my first one. I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was. And it was Alabama, or was it Bethel? One of the two.
No, Bethel. Yeah.
Okay, so Alabama was the 100 for sure.
And that's when I was like, oh yeah,
Now you get
now
the
it
game's
was
slowing down.
It was like I had that confidence before, but that game was like I really like it would just be like I'd be surprised myself. It'd be like okay, it's another level. It's another level. Like I can go further. I can go further. It's just be like when people want this, I want more than that, and then I want something like. I'm mad about the last game. I had 75 yards, but I wanted to win. I wanted more.
Exactly.
Like I'm always on board. Like we win, we lose. Like down, if I'm hurting, I want more. Again, like that's the type of person I am. Like I want to eat all of it. I want the whole cake.
No, bro.
I'm gonna take it all if you let me. Like I came with myself. Like I want it. Like I want 25 yards catch, and I almost had it. I was like 22.
Yeah.
So. I feel like it was a lot of manifestation and a lot of just the reps added up to me having the years I've been having.
Right. So then now it's like after the Olivet game, the game's like slowing down for you. Like I look at football as like levels. It's levels of football. You can like watch a certain amount of film and like you can like football. Like you could be thinking too much while playing football. And it be times where you could be thinking too much, like I'm trying to run around like this. And it's like so many aspects that people don't know about football. Like you gotta get your timing right. Like you told me.
Like
you can't get at the line. You have to get this step at this time and this step at this time for you to have a good rep. And like as that's slowing down, you're not even thinking about plays no more. You're playing football.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, this guy is in front of me. I know the play at the back of my hand, so I don't gotta do nothing. I already know what I'm gonna do to you. Now I'm playing football. Now the game's slowing down.
Yeah.
So once that mode hit, like I just want to know like how fun can football be once the game slows down?
Man, it was
once you get to doing moves that you just already like doing, like you practice like reps and reps. Like football can be really fun once it slows down.
Football is one of the greatest highs you'll ever get. Literally, like you cannot beat a win on a Saturday night or a Friday night. Like your whole summer is built up to that. Your whole fall camp, the whole winter to play these 9 games in high school. 11 games, 12 games in college.
Yeah.
And look, if you get in the NFL, you're lucky enough to get 16, 17, whatever it is now.
20 games for
like,
making the Super Bowl.
Nothing beats the feeling of working so hard and beating the man across me. Like knowing that, okay, I put in this work and it shows. Like I feel like football, for that reason alone, playing a game like to win, getting the wins, like that's like the best feeling in the world. Like nothing beats that. Yeah. That's why I would go out there in a heartbeat, put my body on the line in a heartbeat. People ask us how we play football, how we put our body on the line. I don't think about it. Like, it's just
especially now that you had it gone, took it from you.
Yeah, I was just gonna do whatever I can every play to make myself better and to help my team win as much as I could. Yeah. Like, man.
That's what I respect about you, man. I appreciate you this season for helping me when, like, I remember the Davenport game, we watching film of, like, this coverage and how to run a route this way and how to run a route that way. Like, I really appreciate you for that because it really, like, helped me slow the game down. Like, literally, after we had them talks about the coverages, I'm like, hey, like, I want to understand how you see the field. Like, I know I'm in the quarterback room. I'm talking to Carson, the quarterback. I'm, like, watching film with him. But, like, I really want to know how to watch film from, like, your perspective and how you see coverages and how you see windows. Because, like, when you talk, I'm like, I kind of understand what you're talking about, but I'm not understanding what you're talking about. So once I got that, like, one-on-one and, like, understand, it kind of slowed the game down for me. That's when I started to pick up my production toward the end of the year to help you out, for real.
I'm happy I can help because, man, like, that's all I want to do for real. Like, that's why even when I wasn't playing football, I knew I was going to coach eventually.
Yeah.
It was just like a hump of getting over, like my ego. You feel me? Like of not graduating college, not playing football no more. Like I'm like, dang, I just left Central Michigan to throw it all away. But like football was always like something I love. Like I'm gonna forever give the game. Like that's what I want to do. Like once I'm done playing football, I want to make sure I open up me a facility, give the game. Like when people know the knowledge, like what I had from Keonta Nixon. He gave me the game. Like he taught me, okay, this is how football works for real. Like it's the little things like that will take you a long way, and that's what I hope to aspire for and give that to the youth. So I'm happy I did that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. And just talking about like the end of the year, you played an amazing season, bro. Led the league and conference, led the conference in not catches, but yards. Yeah, you had a good year, bro, and I appreciate you everything you did for me this year.
Love,
Bro. All right, so like before we wrap this up, I'm gonna talk about question of the day. We do a question of the day, and my question of the day for you is: who is your favorite receiver of all time?
AJ Green.
That's so crazy, bro. Because like that's like literally a player comp for you, folks.
Like I'm
That's
telling
literally
you,
a player comp for you, AJ Green.
Football is just like me. Coming out my first year of high school, I was looking at this guy like, I don't know, I want to wear number 18. He looks like me, he built like
literally big body receiver, just catching.
Like he doing like he can do this, he can do that. Like I'm like,
and then he got that
he got that fighting to be fighting people. I can't like AJ Green, like that's what like the one dude who was like, Calvin Johnson was the GOAT. Like Calvin Johnson was the GOAT, Brady Moss. Like of course those guys had probably better numbers than he goes into the Mount Rushmore. But like my favorite receiver all time, AJ Green. He couldn't do no wrong with my eyes. He like 8 straight seasons, 1,000 yards. Yeah. Like nobody he goes slept on for real. So who's your favorite tight end of all time?
Tight end, I like, now that I watch the tight ends more, I like Veron Davis, because he got the same frame as me. He's just like, he's a freak athlete. Like he runs like 6'5", like he's 6'4", 245 or 255, runs like a 4.5. Athlete. Crazy word. All right, yeah. Veron Davis, because like I'll try to model him.
But you play receiver first though.
I play receiver.
So you're a favorite receiver then, because you play receiver first.
Yeah, receiver. I like.
Who were you looking up to in high school?
Brandon Marshall. I'm not gonna lie. Especially when he was a Bear. Brandon, because he's big body, just grabbing that ball, ripping out everybody, just go up and get it. Brandon Marshall for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's good.
All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. I appreciate you really for
taking this
podcast, bro. All right, y'all. So we're gonna wrap this video up, and I appreciate Keonta, and I appreciate y'all for watching this video. Give y'all a like, give y'all a subscribe, and JY out.